Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode of Synopsis. Today we're talking about Season 2, Episode 1 of The Flash. I'm here, my name's Anthony, and I'm here with Evan. Today, Phil decided to bug out on us and go watch One Piece instead of recording it. He did watch Flash, but he's watching One Piece now. So, he's a weeaboo. Besides that, let's talk about this week's episode of The Flash.
Agents of Flash.
Agents of Flash. Later. General idea, general opinion on this week's episode of Flash.
Pretty slow, to be honest. It was kind of weird. I didn't oh my god, what am I trying to say? There were some things that didn't really stick with me, but overall it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay.
I'm actually gonna go a bit opposite. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Because of, like, I don't know how you perceive the character moments yourselves, but, like, I saw a lot of good interactions this episode, and that's what I love. I love, like, everything with, Jesse L. Martin and, the Patty Spivot, or Joe and Patty. I love that interaction. That was really cool. Patty and Barry, looks like they're setting up a love interest there. We'll talk about that later. No, I did, and then some of the Easter eggs, and they're like, just like the Flash 2 World stuff.
It was a lot of fanfare.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fanfare.
And we got to see more Jake Garrick, which is fun. We'll get into this, but how do you want to go see my scene, or just want to just talk?
Let's just talk.
All right. So I want to talk about Cisco.
Ooh, okay.
Because he's getting some vibes.
Oof,
Wink.
every time it happens, I enjoy it. Every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time it happens.
So, I want to know your opinion on his wanting to keep it secret. Like, do you think he should tell, or do you think he's doing the right thing in his mind? Well, no, yeah, he's doing the right thing.
Well, in his mind,
yeah.
he's doing the right thing by not telling them, but I feel like, because it's weird, because he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want it to happen because he's seeing some messed up stuff. Like, so I get why he doesn't want them to know, because then they'd probably keep wanting him to do it. Unless he doesn't want to, then they probably wouldn't. But I think he's doing the right thing in not telling them. Just, like, maybe giving them hunches, not, like, just, like, as detailed as this episode's vibe was, but maybe a little nudges, like, hey, this thing might happen. I did the studies.
I really like the idea of him, like, thinking, like, oh, but Wells gave this to me, and that makes me, what if it's evil? What if it's, like, I don't want this anymore? And I'm like, Cisco, you can do it. Like, you're not Wells, buddy. And I want to see that growth over the next season. I guess it'll be a season before we see full-fledged vibe. That's what they're gonna do, sadly. But yeah, I want to see more vibe stuff. I want to see, because, like, what they're doing with it is that he sees past stuff concerning whatever it is. And I thought, because, like, last week's episode, we just saw him, or we saw Adam Smasher talking to Zoom, and I thought that was in Earth 2, but I thought, he's going to see into different dimensions. So I don't think he's going to see Ronnie, but I think eventually they'll piece together, like, oh, if they're coming through this way, then Ronnie went through that way, and we'll see what happens with that. But I really liked all the stuff between Cisco and Stein. I feel like they're going to be buddy.
They're a very good combo.
Yeah,
they're a very nice duo.
I enjoyed that a lot. It was fun.
He was also very open with him. He was like, this stuff's happening to me, and you're the only one that can know, okay?
Fucking tell anybody. No, Cisco Stein stuff was good. I like I said, I think it was during Arrow that Stein is slowly creeping up there on my character list. And I love him. He's fun. He's amazing. He's funny.
He seems like a person who explains stuff from the comic. Like, if you have a friend that doesn't know much about comics and they're watching this show,
yeah,
he explains it just perfectly fine. So if you're like, just want to, like, tell your friend, like, this is what's going on, that's what's happening.
I thought the way they are using Joe as like the average everyday watcher of the Flash has no
Mm,
idea of the comics stuff like that. And so they're using him to be the audience and like Stein being the comic books. And that was the clip they released early. That was the him explaining the multiverse. That was the clip they released, and I watched it, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome. I love
yeah.
like because it was such a perfect explanation. It was such like a good introduction into the multiverse for people who have no idea what it was or what it is. Like I like that a lot. It was the way he explained everything was very concise, very crisp. It was very easy to understand, even though Joe is Joe. But whatever, we'll see if Joe gets more involved with this stuff. But I like how he's getting involved with Patty. I really like Patty. Did you like Patty?
Patty was nice. I liked Patty a lot. It, I was, I got a little confused when she randomly caught the, I guess, Earth One Sand Demon
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, okay, she caught him very easily. Are they in cahoots? Like, is she some sort of
Yeah.
person from Earth? That went through my mind, but then we just found out that it was just a normal guy
Mm-hmm.
that likes to burn things.
The what I thought, I'm like, wait, does she have powers? How'd she catch up? What's
Yeah.
gonna happen? Is she a meta? Like, but I really enjoyed her presence this episode. It was real interesting. And what I like most about that is that um, the biggest thing last season, like the biggest through line was, all right, you who killed my mother, right?
Hmm.
They need to find like, and I like how they're somewhat bringing that back with, all right, Martin killed my dad. This is why I'm doing this. And Barry's
Yeah.
like, okay, you killed my mom. This is why I'm doing this. It's very, and I feel like now that like the whole my mom who killed my mom thing's done,
Hmm.
I was kind of worried in. Not too worried, but I was kind of be like, all right, what are they gonna do as a through line for this season? I mean, this isn't gonna be the major through line, obviously, but I do like how there's still remnants of that, and they're not gonna just completely because that was a strong part of the show, and I like that because it felt
Yeah.
personal, and it felt I don't know, real, I guess, with the way Grant Gustin played it, and the way the actress who's playing Patty is doing it. That I feel it's also as realistic and as heartfelt, and I feel like it's gonna be a good. Maybe there will be more to it. Probably not because it's just
Hmm.
the Martins again. But I don't know. I liked it. We'll see where that goes. I enjoyed that, and I want to see how that
Nice.
pans. Hmm.
So are they just gonna go past the fact that they are just killing off metahumans now?
Dude.
Like they've already killed two.
I mean,
They've already killed two of
I
them.
mean, okay. There was a who. Oh, what was I listening? Because I watch so many like review shows and stuff like that, like this. And I don't know if it was SourceFed or if it was the movie talk episode or the Collider TV talk episode, but it was they were saying how, oh well, there's all these metahumans. How are all of them evil? How are all of them just
It's very true.
not helping out
But
and stuff?
like,
Like now we're getting Cisco a little bit. That's good and stuff like that. But like I want to see like they could have done it with Adam Smash because in the comics Adam Smash
yeah.
is very back and forth and stuff like that. He goes from being good to being evil to being evil to being good and stuff like that. So like he's always so I was hoping like oh maybe we could see something with that, and then he's dead. Like
But Zoom's like he's throwing in the bad ones. He's not like I guess he's not
true,
looking for. There could be good ones, but Zoom's just throwing in the bad ones that he
true,
knows want to get at the go at the Flash.
and it's also the fact that like yeah we are getting more speedsters this season that we saw like Jesse Quick and Wally's coming in, and I feel like that'll tie into a later conversation about Joe at the end of the episode, but yeah we're gonna see more speedsters, but that's gonna be the only good metahumans.
Yeah,
Like I don't
that's very weird.
I don't like I want to see more. I want to like especially now that Ronnie's gone, and maybe eventually we'll get Jason Rush with Stein, who collapsed from freaking Ronnie withdrawal, which anyone would if you go without a Mel too long. Any Mel, Steven or Ron or Robbie. Um, but what was I saying? Oh, metahumans being good. Yeah, I want to see more good metahuman. Even though I do want to see the biggest thing I want to see from like Flash Mythos is Mirror Master, and that needs to be soon. But that's a completely different conversation. That'll be saved for
Mhm.
later. Um, what was I saying? Wally, Joe. Oh, the end of, with Iris's mommy
Family.
showing up.
Yeah,
So, do you think Wally is Iris's brother, or do you think he's gonna be like a stepbrother or something like
we
that?
don't know. Like, I still think he could be something from Earth too. I still think that, but now that they put her mother into the whole equation, she could be like her son with another guy, but
Yeah.
his last name is West. Unless she kept the last name, which is weird,
Um,
and then give it to your son.
maybe it
That'd
was
be
just a
kind of weird.
fling.
Maybe. Or she got
Well,
pregnant then
wait,
left.
or yeah, like she. No, no, no. I'm thinking that.
Here's this kid that's 20 years old and you've never met.
No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking that that's what caused them to break up in the first place. She cheated on Joe, got pregnant, and then divorced, and
Hmm.
then never met Wally and stuff like that.
And then boom, Wally came out.
Yeah, and then
Get
more
struck by
speedsters.
lightning. Oh,
Um,
speaking of lightning,
that was real cool. That I
I
don't.
saw that when they showed the sizzle reel at
Mhm.
Comic-Con, and I saw it. I was like, "What did he just do?" It was so cool. I was like, "Whoa, that's awesome!"
Like, I'm not like I'm big into DC, but I haven't read anything in a couple months now, and like I don't like Flash. I've read some Flash comics, but I haven't read a lot, and I don't know if that's a thing. Like, it,
It was very quick too. Like
yeah,
they didn't elaborate on it at all. He's like, Jake Eric was just like, okay, you're gonna run really fast and then throw your arm and then boom, lightning's gonna come
yeah.
out. They showed him try it out twice. He failed. The third time we saw him do it, he immediately
Well,
succeeded and hit it perfectly.
that's because Jay
Like,
Garrick didn't tell him to slow down before that, silly. It's all through exposition and dialogue. Come on.
that's like one of the little small things that just made me go like, but okay, there could have been more to that. Like maybe a little montage to give us a little bit more backstory into why he was failing.
Uh,
I
yeah.
believe in you. You just met me.
You just what?
You just met me.
Okay. Thanks. I think. um, let's talk about Jay Garrick real quick and the whole thing that Barry. Like, did you agree with Barry, or were you kind of frustrated?
I was getting frustrated towards like the halfway point.
Yeah.
Just like uh he didn't need to be upset. He just I guess he just wanted to be.
I mean, it's kind of warranted with the whole Wells thing,
Yeah.
and like he explained that and stuff, and I somewhat agree with it, but like I think he took it to a point where it was just like,
Just
dude,
calm
come
down.
on.
Just calm.
I don't know if you need to lock him up. Like, I mean, if he wanted to hurt someone, he would have done it. Like
Yeah.
right after Joe left. Like, I don't get it. I don't that was weird, but I do enjoy Jay Garrick's presence. It's real cool.
And putting on the hat was pretty cool.
Yeah, that
Cap.
was nice.
What's the War of Americas? I've never heard of that in my
What?
life.
Fuck if I know, dude. I haven't read the Earth 2 stuff.
I've never
I just
heard of
know
that.
like what it involves because I read some of Convergence. So and that involved like Earth 2 the Earth 2 characters were a huge part of that. But I have I I don't know, dude. I have no I mean maybe I'll pick it up when I've got some extra cash and I'll explain, but
Speaking of Earth 2, there's something I'd really like to see.
hmm.
I want not I if Legend of Tomorrow wasn't happening, I'd want the mid-season break to be like a show involving like a bunch of different little plots going on in Earth 2, like maybe Earth 2 from like Ollie's expect perspective, or maybe like even Barry if he's there's perspective, or like even Harrison Wells that we saw at the end of the episode. I'd like an Earth 2, maybe like how long is Legend of Tomorrow? Is it gonna be 16 episodes?
13? I think it's 13.
I would like a 13 episode series of like what's going on with that. Just something happening on Earth 2 because it looked pretty neat.
Okay, so you want to see like Earth 2 Ollie, Earth 2 Barry, Earth Okay. Um you reminded me of something and I'm going to bring that up because I want that to be maybe towards the end of what we talk about, but I mean, we've already been going for 50 minutes. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Um uh I do like I think judging off the Comic Con sizzle that they released, you fucking saw. Um,
5 minutes before everyone else
hey,
did.
you know what?
I was.
Do you know how hard it was for me to load that because I wasn't connected to Wi-Fi? Okay, you know what? I had to see it on my phone.
Hey, I had to sit through Minority Report to see that. Okay, Jesus Christ, do not watch that show. Oh my fool! I'm so glad I didn't have to wait online and I saw it for free. I would have been so upset.
That's
I
upsetting.
would have been so mad.
Did they do panels?
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't Comic Con talk. We're doing Flash. Let's get back to Flash. Um, uh, so the Flash stuff. In the sizzle, there was a. I think we saw. I'm pretty sure we saw Earth 2 Barry in jail with Captain Cold's dad.
We did.
Okay, so that's Earth 2 Barry. I want to know why he's there. We'll probably get that soon. Maybe next episode. I don't think maybe next episode.
Even in Legends of Tomorrow, because they're going into time and stuff.
This is Flash talk. Stop changing the subject, you fucking asshole. Because I want to talk about all these things. um, but yeah. So I want to see what Earth 2 Ollie is. I want to see all this stuff, and maybe if we get Hal Jordan, we can see Earth 2 Green Lantern, and Alan Scott will be here. But no, they won't just fucking do it. They won't pull the trigger. We need Hal Jordan.
They showed him.
Well, they showed a jacket.
It's a Jordan on it.
Okay, could be Michael Jordan.
It could be. That's Arrow. We can't talk about Arrow. This is Flash talk.
You're right. Now I'm changing the subject. Back to Flash. Yeah. So Jay Garrick and Caitlin, you think they're actually gonna do it?
We just saw Ronnie die.
We did.
It's been like, how long? It's been like 6
6
months, a
months.
year? Yeah, 6 months. But like, still, he just died.
6 months. A lot of
So
a
fast.
lot. Well, I know, but I mean, she doesn't like. It's mostly from her, but I think it's like subconscious from her from her. And Jay Garrick's just gonna be like, "Hi," and I feel like at most all that's gonna happen is that eventually they'll like maybe share a kiss, and then it'll be like Jay will be like, "No, I can't do this. I need to go back to my Earth."
And then he'll get his Speed Force back.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't think if that is going to be a thing, it's not going to be a thing for long. But yeah, I think that's interesting, and I do want to see. Speaking of relationships, we don't usually talk about this stuff, but let's talk about it. Patty and Barry. You think that'll be a thing?
I think it can, but she's gonna be a little freaked out that he's a metahuman. Maybe
Dude,
a
no,
lot of freaked
he's
out.
gonna fucking hide that for the long. It's gonna
Yeah.
be the normal thing where you have to hide it from the love interest, and the same thing they did with Iris last season. And then he told her, and then he traveled through time, so it didn't matter. Like,
Yeah, but then he touched his hand. Then she touched his hand.
dude, next
No,
to,
was that
like, no, yeah, you're right, you're right.
that was the thing, yeah.
So I mean, are you hiding any secrets? Because next time we hang, like, if I ever touch you, you don't want me to find out anything, right?
Oh my God,
Like
that was
next time we're together, like, just tell me now.
That's like the only thing I'm upset about this show. Like that was just a
Yeah, it
really
was.
weird way
It was such
to reveal that he was the Flash.
It's such a convoluted way. It's like that could have been any. It literally could have just been like static electricity when she was touching him while he was on the bed.
I guess they kind of like threw out their not best option maybe, but one of their best options with the whole time travel episode.
Which is
But it
really
was
cool.
worth it because that episode was so good.
That's true. But like that reveal was real cool too.
That whole Central City is dead.
Positive
That-
thoughts.
that
with
wave
Evan.
That wave could not have like the wall was gone. He's not there.
Unless when time travel made big boom and then the wave went that way.
Back to this episode.
Yeah. Let's go to Iris real quick because I did like Iris this episode. This past 2 episodes, I feel like she's been she's been the rock for Barry's like consciousness, kind of. She's been his angel compared to his devil, you know. But no, I'm starting to like her more, which is good. I like it.
She's nice.
She's nice. She's pretty. What'd you say? Because you're not.
She's-
What?
I said she's nice.
Oh, okay.
She's nice.
Your mic keeps cutting out whenever I talk, and it's difficult.
I want to see more of that Harrison Wells.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that. So, what were they inferring with that shot?
That was the creepiest way to say hi to kids.
Like,
He was like, "Hello, kids."
but okay, but what were they inferring with that shot?
I don't know because
Is that Harrison Wells? Or
It-
is that
because
Eobard Thawne?
there's so the Harrison Wells that we saw get erased
Mm-hmm.
knew about Jay Garrick.
Mm-hmm.
So
Why would he know about Jay Garrick?
because he's been to Earth 2.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Harrison Wells on Earth 2. So
Is there or was there?
you can't do that because
I have no idea, dude.
Earth 2 looked pretty. It's confusing as hell, but it
I like
looked
the
pretty.
Instagram filter.
The filter.
That was a really cool Instagram filter that they had going there.
Just to make sure you know.
It's a different
So-
world.
Just
A
to
different
make sure.
one.
See that train? That's not enough confirmation. See this completely different Star Labs? That's not enough confirmation.
Completely functional.
See the
Star
clothing?
Labs.
Yeah. Functional Star Labs.
That was. Yeah. What the fuck,
Or
dude?
maybe they're inferring that Harrison Wells was a bad guy before he even got eaten by Eobard Thawne.
But let me raise this question.
Mm.
Is it Eobard Thawne?
This
Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. From
this show, these episodes that we do only end in questions because that's all they're leaving us with.
I love it
They
though.
They don't
love it.
answer a damn thing.
It's so good.
I'm so glad we didn't do this for the season finale because this
Oh
is
my
it's
God.
all questions.
We would have spent 15 minutes.
There's
on just,
never answers.
Oh, I
There's
mean,
never answers.
we got episodes last. Oh, we got episodes. We got answers last episode.
Definitely got episodes last episode.
We got multiple episodes
answers,
last episode.
But then those answers led to more questions.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of DC Comics and the multiverse. Like, you never know what the fuck's gonna happen.
52 of them. That means there's gonna be 52 seasons.
Dude, I love that so much.
There's gonna be 52 seasons.
Everything, there's 52 of them. Oh, new 52, I get it. That was a good one. Didn't expect that one, you know. They've just referenced it in, like, everything that's
Yep.
DC.
Everything.
But is it Harrison Wells?
I don't even know what you just asked me.
Is
You
it
said,
is it Harrison Wells?
I don't.
Alright, I'm done with my stupid questions. I'm
I
sorry.
think we've covered everything.
Did we though? Cause is it Eobard? I'm not
Thank
done with my
you for
stupid
watching the
questions.
Synopsis this week. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for watching this Synopsis Flash episode. Is it Wells or is it Eobard? All right, whatever. If you want, I added our Twitters in here. If you care, I
Follow
don't,
that thing.
Don't care though. We just tweet about stupid shit and retweet like Flash or Flash.
CSGO giveaways.
Yeah, that's what you
I
do.
retweet CSGO giveaways.
and smash things and league things and so if
And
you care
that
about that
paperback
stuff.
VG.
Yeah. Follow Paperbat VG. Do that. He's a nice man.
And sub to him on Twitch. We're really close to 420 subs.
Need that dank sub number though.
We're really close to
Um,
420 subs.
Yeah. Alright. Follow those if you want. We'll be back next week with an episode that I don't know the title of off the top of my head. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Goodbye.